Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the class number 3 that we have for this course. Okay, in the same token of financial matters, we're going to have two parts of the lesson. The first one is going to be a reading comprehension, and the second one a listening comprehension. Okay, both comprehension tasks that are very useful for you to learn. Okay, so here we have a text. The idea is that you can read and listen to it, okay? It's about the principle of personal money management, okay? So which one do you think makes the most sense? So we are going to read and listen to this text. Okay, what strategies can we have when we do reading comprehension activities, okay? We can both look for the main idea of the text, and on the other side look for specific information, okay, depending on what you have to do either on real life or in an English test. Okay, so in this case we are going to read and listen. Pay attention to the grammar, to the vocabulary, to the expressions, okay, because there is a lot that you can get out of a reading comprehension activity. Okay, so you have to be very self-aware of your own learning, okay, and you can pick up some words, pick up some grammar, okay, and in case you have questions you have to let me know, remember. So let's start with the reading, and then we are going to do activities related with the reading. Here we go.
Where does the money go? Tips for managing your money wisely. You earn a good living, but you live paycheck to paycheck and never have enough. Or worse, you've spent more than you have and have gone into debt. How can you avoid falling into the bad money management trap? It's pretty simple, actually, by following 4 basic rules. 1. Live within your means. Keep an income and expense list showing how much money comes in and goes out. So if your paycheck is $2,000 and you don't have other earnings, that's your income. Then make a list of your fixed expenses, ones that don't change from month to month. Car loan, mortgage payments, rent, and utilities, gas, electric, internet, etc. Hopefully, your income exceeds your expenses. The amount left over can be used for variable expenses such as groceries, entertainment, clothing, and other things you purchase. As long as you don't spend more than you have, you're living within your means. Later, you can use these numbers to create a budget to help you plan your future spending. 2. Keep track of your expenses. If you don't keep track of your expenses, you'll always be wondering where the money went. People go to the ATM to withdraw cash for daily incidental expenses, lunch, a magazine, bus fare, and the like. Before they know it, all the money's gone and it's back to the ATM. The first step in getting control of that money is paying attention to where it goes. For 1 month, write down all the money you spend on incidentals and then add it up. You'll probably be surprised. 3. Make saving a habit. Start saving regularly no matter what. Get used to depositing a small percentage, even as little as 5% of your paycheck in the bank automatically. You'll have money for a rainy day. For example, if the fridge suddenly dies. Plus, you'll see your bank balance grow pretty painlessly. Another tip, as you spend money during the day, don't spend any of the change in your pocket. Each night, put all those loose coins in a jar. In just a few weeks, you'll have collected a bunch. Put that money in the bank, and by year's end, you can expect to have put away a nice chunk of change. 4. Pay your credit card bill in full every month. The charges to your credit card are borrowed money, and loans have to be paid back. You'll have to pay interest on any money you don't pay back in full at the end of the month. That extra charge can add up pretty fast, and you can get deeper and deeper in debt if you let it go on. Credit cards are convenient. You can shop without carrying around a ton of cash. But the downside is that they make it easy to spend more than you have. Ask yourself, am I using cards for convenience, or am I using them to buy things I can't afford and can't pay for when the bill comes? If it's the latter, get out your scissors and just cut the cards up. You'll thank your lucky stars you did.
Okay, good, excellent, right? So now we're going to do activity. Interesting tips. I think they're very useful. Okay, so here we have to understand from context. Complete the statements. So I will show you the options that we have here, okay? And that's it. Okay, so here we go. Okay, let's check. A rent payment is fixed expense. If your expenses exceed your income, you're living beyond your means. A budget is a plan for spending your money. 4. You can keep track of expenses by paying attention to what you buy. Interesting. Money saved for a rainy day is money put away for unexpected expenses. Borrow money is the money from a loan, un préstamo. If you pay your credit card bill in full at the end of the month, you won't have to pay interest. Okay, good. Interesting, okay? So now we have to identify the supporting idea. Okay, so answer with a partner, of course, we don't have that option, okay? So support each answer with detail from the article. What is the purpose of an income and expense list? Okay, is to help you determine whether you're living within your means. Why is it important to keep track of expenses? These are very useful questions, by the way, and they may be asked in the time. It can help you know where your money goes. Of course, you have to develop your answers better. What are 2 benefits of saving regularly? You have money for a rainy day, plus you'll see your bank balance grow pretty painless. Why does the author recommend not spending to lose change in your pocket? If you put that money in a jar instead, by year's end you can expect to have put away a nice chunk of cash. And what's the upside and down of credit cards? The upside is that cards are inconvenient. The downside is that they make it easy to spend more than you have. Have to be very good to spend your credit card. Okay, good. So this is the first part of the class that we have for this week. In the second one, we are going to do a listening activity. Okay, it was a reading activity, and in the second one, we are going to do a listening activity.